Nobody knows that this student is actually the legendary hero. Blade was once a hero of this world. On the day of the battle against the Demon Lord, they ran out of power and were exhausted, but with sheer willpower they still managed to pierce through each other's chests with their swords. After defeating the Demon Lord, Blade arrives at a school dedicated to training heroes. The only difference is that his hair has changed from white to black and white. Unlike the other students, Blade is here to achieve his goal of making 100 friends. This attitude angers Arnest, the president of the student council. Arnest has a very hot temper and despises frivolous students like Blade. Blade doesn't care about Arnest's scolding, and upon hearing that she is the president of the student council, he asks her to take him to the principal. Though angry, she still takes him to the principal's office, but what she sees shocks her. The original principal is gone, replaced by the king of this country. Arnest quickly kneels down nervously, but Blade doesn't care. The king then says he needs to talk to Blade alone, and Arnest is kicked out of the room. Besides being angry, she also begins to suspect Blade's true identity. The king tells him that the previous principal was a weakling and he's taken over, drastically changing the school's curriculum. His goal is to restore Blade's hero power. Blade is helpless. He came to school just to make friends, but there's little he can do about the king's actions. Soon after, Blade arrives at the training ground for the advanced class students, and Arnest is furious when she sees him. She believes that Blade is a freshman and not qualified to be there. However, Blade pulls out a recommendation letter from a teacher recommending him for the advanced class. Arnest thinks Blade used some tricks in bed to get here and is about to scold him, but Blade completely ignores her and starts chatting with other students on the training ground, trying to make friends. Seeing this, Arnest gets even angrier and says that as long as Blade can pass the test, he can stay. She then brings out a training dummy wearing powerful armor and asks Blade to attack it. As long as he can slightly slice through it, he's qualified. After all, every student there can easily do this. What happens next shocks everyone. Using only 1,000th of his power, Blade instantly destroys the training dummy, and the shockwave from the attack sends nearby students into an unholy mess, even tearing Arnest's clothes. At lunchtime, no one eats with Arnest because of her hot temper and because Redhead has no soul, but Blade sits next to her as if nothing happened. Arnest apologizes to Blade for underestimating his strength, but Blade tells her it's fine because they are friends now, causing Arnest to blush.